Richie Bell on the Drell, Soul City Walking. I'll see you on Saturday morning at 6 o'clock for Sound of the 60s. Anita's next from me, Tony Blackburn. Thank you so much for listening. Have a lovely day and a Happy New Year. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM. Bye-bye.
BBC News at 2 o'clock. This is Claire Ronacres. The Scottish Fire and Rescue Service has said 3 people have died after a fire broke out at a hotel in Perth. A number of others have been treated for minor injuries. Guests were evacuated from the New County Hotel at around 5 o'clock this morning as 21 ambulance crews and 9 fire engines were called to the scene. The emergency services have confirmed that a dog also died. The organisation that monitors the standards of care in UK A&E departments has said some are in a complete state of crisis. Dr Ian Higginson, who's the Vice President of the Royal College of Emergency Medicine, said the issue of an estimated 500 people dying each week because of delays in emergency care was not a short-term thing. Matthew Taylor is the Chief Executive of the NHS Confederation, which represents the NHS in England, Wales and Northern Ireland.
We need to tackle the threat of industrial action because that will add to the pressures that we've got now. But I also think we've got to be ready to put in place a national strategy which will require some really concerted effort so that we're not in this position next winter.
The government said it was providing more than £14 billion in additional funding for health and social care in the next 2 years. Football fans and dignitaries in Brazil are bidding their final farewell to the footballer Pelé at a public wake. The striker, who died last week at the age of 82, will rest for 24 hours at the stadium of his former club Santos, where he rose to fame in the late 1950s. The South American football journalist Tim Vickery says thousands of people are expected to visit.
The coffin is placed in the centre circle and will be open to the public for a period we're expecting of around 24 hours. The body has been embalmed, so it's therefore an open coffin. People can come in and see, and there will be huge demand to do that. Lots of people, I think, have travelled from afar to be part of this process.
Dozens, possibly hundreds of Russian soldiers are believed to have been killed by a Ukrainian attack on a school acting as a temporary military base in the Donbass region. The Russian Defence Ministry says 63 servicemen were killed after a long-range missile hit the occupied town of Mativka. Thousands of Roman Catholics are paying their respects to Benedict XVI, who died at the age of 95 on Saturday. His body is lying in state at the Vatican and St Peter's Basilica before his funeral on Thursday. The Duke of Sussex has expressed a desire to have a closer relationship with the King and Prince William in footage from a forthcoming interview. ITV has posted a short advertisement for the 90-minute programme, which features snippets of Harry's comments stitched together.
It never needed to be this way. The leaking and the planting. I want a family, not an institution. They feel as though it's better to keep us somehow as the villains. They've shown absolutely no willingness to reconcile. I would like to get my father back. I would like to have my brother back.
Harry, the interview will air on ITV1 and ITVX at 9 p.m. on Sunday. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 2.
Thanks, Claire, and thanks, Tony.
Now, Anita Rani. BBC Radio 2.
Happy New Year, everybody. Anita Rani in for Scott. How was it?
Driving down